And now we know why I was having problems before. It not showing that I was streaming. Okay. Let's reload this page. That doesn't seem to be making a damn bit of difference. Let's see what we got here. Says I'm streaming, but it's not showing that, at least not yet. Did I save it, bro?
2023.
Did I save the settings? All right, let me bring it up on my phone. Oh, there we go. It says that I'm live. Cool. All right, very good deal. Hey, what's up, Nick? Sorry, just getting this together. Uh, oh, controller. My bad. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, it's just taking a minute. I'm not sure why it's. Oh, there we go. Finally. Holy crap. Okay. Get that going in my Discord. Perfect. I think we should be good. I hope. I hope we're good. Hope I can finally play. I might play this the entire stream, but I also might play some Red Dead Redemption at some point. We'll see what happens. I wish I could get rid of that. I kind of don't want it to show. Really don't want it to show my viewer count for me. I don't like looking at that. Is the volume good? Wolfenstein? Yeah, that's a good one.
I couldn't get to the horses. Looks like Tommy took one. Now Maria's got the stable.
Can't go wrong with Wolfenstein.
Fucking Tommy. We'll figure something else out on the way. A car or a horse or something. Okay. This makes getting to Seattle a lot harder.
I haven't played all the way through for a good while the last couple of Wolfenstein games. I didn't play the DLC for the second game.
You go. I go.
Any of it, whatever some of that was, I never got around to playing it, but this game is a top 5 game. Is it?
You need to get your backpack.
What's going on, Bill?
I hid it by the east gates.
Top 5 game? All time? We just talking Naughty Dog games or in general? Top 5. Man, you know what? I'm not even sure if it makes my top 20. Probably in my top 30. Definitely in my top 40. But a lot of that, okay, a lot of what I would base that on is a combination of things, but it probably wouldn't even make the top 30 or 40 if it wasn't so damn well made. You know, like this game is so like carefully well crafted.
What do you need?
It's like it's undeniable. Not a lot of mistakes
Okay,
in this game.
come on.
Some people might disagree, but top 5,000. I don't know if I've played 5,000 games to really make a 5,000 game list. Top
Thanks.
5,000 though. That's funny. What's up? What's going on? Did you play Wolfenstein PS3 game? So I had not played a Wolfenstein game after Return to Castle Wolfenstein for a long time. So when New Order and New Colossus came out, I definitely played those. Those are really good games. I'm really interested to see what that team does with Indiana Jones. And I really think that needs to be a third person game. I'm not saying it can't work as a first person game, but you know, maybe it feels too much like Tomb Raider and Uncharted if you make it a third person game. I'm not sure. But it's Indiana Jones, you know? You got the whip, you got his moves, you got his wit and his ability to like think really quickly on the fly. And I'm not saying you can't apply those things to a first person game because you definitely can. Maybe it's just personal preference that a game like that should be third person. It's hard to narrow down a top 5, but I definitely put it in the top 10, maybe top 5. Tried to play New Order again, but that shit is locked to 60. What the fuck? Trash. You know what? I played it. It was one of those games I was playing like once every year or two there for a while, at least once. And I like the DLC for that a lot too. I know people have their gripes with it. But I don't mind the 60, even though obviously on mouse and keyboard, you want a little bit more than that. It feels better at a higher refresh rate. First person shooters, modern ones should not be locked to 60 FPS. But it's still an awesome game. Like that game is really good. In so many ways though, new Colossus it's a better game for frame rate, for overall visual fidelity. I I'm not sure, like I want to say even though it's more violent in the second game, you can argue that the gunplay is mostly the same. It might even in some ways be better in New Order, but it's been a while since I've played either one of those. Anyone else's balls itch right now? My balls don't itch, but um, well, I won't get into that. But mine do not. What's going on? High five for life, mustard and coming. Have you played the Resistance games? So the only one I really tried to play was the second one, and I couldn't get into it. I thought it was, I don't know. This might be blasphemy for some, but I just didn't really care for it. Now I hear that Resistance 3 is pretty fucking amazing. It would be really cool if we could get like a sort of a remastered version of some of those games to make them look a little more 2023, 2024. And maybe I would give them a go on PS5 or whatever. But I haven't really put a whole lot of time into the Resistance stuff. I think, to me, just me personally, from the outside looking in, not necessarily playing in, that seemed like a low point for Insomniac. But it's not really fair for me to say that entirely with absolute certainty that like they were washed up or something at that time.
Everything okay?
That game doesn't even have that good of gameplay. You don't think Wolfenstein has good gameplay? Really? I think Wolfenstein games are great. I can't wait to see what they do next. I kind of wish id was working on the next Wolfenstein, but they're probably working on Doom or a totally new IP. Coming off of Doom Eternal, I couldn't play it at 60. Remember when 60 FPS was amazing? Now it's considered trash. I mean, 60 FPS still is amazing. You know, Like, especially if you
I wish
can
I
get
could
that
go
like on a
anywhere.
console, like a third-person game that used to be
I
like,
have to bring these
you know, you
people
could
to
only
justice.
play it at 30 or something.
Ellie's
Like
gonna try to
60
come after me,
FPS is
but
still
stop
great,
me.
but
Take her guns.
remember
I'll
when
get the
60
horses.
FPS was
Maybe
amazing?
lock
Okay, I
her
already
up.
read that. Gunplay, rather. You don't think the gunplay is
Take
very
some
good in
time so I can
Wolfenstein?
rest. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should
I
have
don't.
taken
I
me
don't
with
know if
him.
I'm in agreement with that one, big dog.
You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
Wolfenstein bad timing this guy out.
But I know you better.
The Evil Within games are awesome. Evil Within,
Yeah.
those games, especially the first one,
So you're just gonna
super underrated stuff. I really wish Tango had worked on the Evil Within 3 and sort of like had like a little trilogy to complete there, but maybe they felt like they told all of Sebastian's story as it was.
I told the stable to let you out.
They really didn't even need a second game. Like, I was fine with everything in the first
Grab some
game,
ammo, too.
and I thought it had like a perfect ending given the content. But I would love another Evil Within game. Like, I can't imagine an Evil Within game on the more updated,
Dumbass husband.
you know, modded id Tech 7 or something. You know, like that would be,
Of course.
dude, like all that like flesh technology
Get going, you're
from like Doom Eternal, where like
losing weight.
you can shoot like literal chunks off of certain parts of the body and leave scrapes and all kinds of other stuff on the enemy types if you don't destroy them like right away. Like, some people are really good at Doom Eternal. I don't know if you've like watched some like speed runs of that game, or just some people doing, you know, just pretty generic playthroughs. Even they've played it so much that they're just so good at that game. Mouse and keyboard players as well as controller players, but especially the mouse and keyboard players. Doom Eternal Elite players are... Those guys have definitely put a lot of time into that game, and probably many other first-person games as well. I do have a Switch. I do. 60 FPS is the new 30 FPS.
Drowning me.
I don't know about all that shit, but
Joel couldn't get to his gun.
I don't know if I'm willing to go that far.
Were you scared? Well, I didn't even think. I just ran in there, grabbed his gun, and shot the guy in the face. How old were you? 14. How old were you when you first killed someone?
We talking infected?
Well, I'm saying the new order on console isn't as refined shooters nowadays. It's not close, in my opinion.
Wow. What happened?
It doesn't really feel that much different on PC, I'm sure, outside of resolution.
You got me beat.
Yeah, I'm a real
I just think that those games are cool.
So how
They
was
tell a
Harvey?
pretty good story for the most part.
Uh-huh.
BJ Blazkowicz is awesome as a character. You know, maybe not necessarily as,
Cannibals you said
you
you
know,
ran into.
legendary as, you know, Doom Guy or something,
Maybe
but
these WLFs are
still
connected.
legendary in his own right.
No.
You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Always enjoy your quality content.
Maybe
Thank
those
you.
black market smugglers back in Boston?
I need to make more quality content.
Crossed a lot of people. I don't see the point in
I actually just looked at my year-end review for
until we find out.
PlayStation gaming, and I was quite surprised. And maybe it's low numbers to some of you, but I played like just a little over 500 hours total on my PlayStation this year. And I started looking at other people's numbers. They got like 900 and 1500 and like 2100, you know, hours played. And I'm like, man, that's like no life status. Some of those numbers, like, do you guys work? And if you do work or go to school, is gaming the only thing that you do? Like, you don't watch movies? You have a girlfriend? Maybe go out and see a movie from time to time? Like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's a lot of hours, you know, having that many hours in games. I mean, I guess I could do it, but man, I would have to totally no life status and pretty much do nothing else. And I watch a lot of 4K movies these days. I like to buy some of my favorites and even some of the newer stuff that I didn't bother going to the theater for to see. it would just be impossible for me to, I think, put 2,000 hours into my PlayStation. And I play a lot of Warzone on Xbox. I got like a real life
Ellie,
buddy that
cars. Yeah, we're getting close.
wants me to play with him quite a bit. That's probably what my Xbox year in review says. It's probably just like Call of Duty, Warzone. It's like totally embarrassing. Like maybe a little Red Dead Redemption or something here and there, but I'm sure it's just mostly Warzone. I probably have 400 or 500 hours in Warzone on Xbox alone for this year. Ended up buying Nazis on me. I don't know why. Got them in a double pack when the order New Blood. Then found out Wolfenstein cheaper on. I don't even know what that 500 is. Not enough. At the same time, too much on a console. Dudes are out here with 3,000 hours in games in a year and get. I mean, it's not even just about the pussy. It's that too. We can include that, but it's like, bro, do you guys do anything but game? Like, it's just more to life, bro. I mean, I like games and shit too. You know what I mean? But there's just more going on out here. And I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm pretty sure we're just like going into an invisible wall. Hold on, I need to reset here. I'm over here trying to tap X as if I'm playing Red Dead to make this shit go faster. I think we need to actually go up into this direction. Have you played Red Dead Revolver? I have not played Red Dead Revolver in its entirety. I do not remember much about that game at all.
Here we go.
Didn't really get into the Red Dead stuff until Rockstar made Red Dead Redemption. Like, that was a genre-defining moment for me. Because, let's just be honest, they own, let's say if Red Dead is its own, like, subgenre of open world, Western, cowboy outlaw type of games, then Rockstar would own that, undeniably. Like, there's it's not even a subjective thing because there's really not anyone else doing open world, high quality AAA cowboy Western games. There just isn't anyone else doing that. So they own that. They are in. Not only are they in a class by themselves, they are just by themselves. And Red Dead Redemption changed the game. I think the Red Dead Redemption stuff, even though there isn't as many of them, owns Grand Theft Auto. And I love Grand Theft Auto. It's of a very high quality. They're like 9 out of 10 games, 10 out of 10 games in some cases. But Red Dead to me is just better. It appeals to me more as someone that's
Stay with Shimmer.
watched a lot of Westerns. You know. There's just more to life, man. You know what I mean? I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't go no life loser status on some games sometimes. Because we all, like, I know life the shit out of Diablo 4. And then they put out a patch or two that completely fucked the game up. And it's made me, it's just put such a bad taste in my mouth. I haven't really been back to it much. If at all. I don't even think I've been back to it for probably a good 4 or 5 months at least. It feels like it's been that long. I bought a house this year. I got to work. This mortgage ain't no joke. Yeah, like work, you know? Have you played X-Men Origins? I have not played X-Men Origins. Diablo 4 is in a great place now. I'll take your word for it. You know, I'll probably go back to it at some point. I'll probably try to get back into it again and get like a whole new feel for it before the big expansion comes out next year. But I can't see me going back to it anytime soon because there's just so much other stuff I want to play. People fell for D4? Damn. Look, it was a good game. Just some classes were pretty underpowered. They needed some buffs.
Yeah. Think about how well
A
we
good chunk of the items needed better
That's what
rolls,
scares me.
better chance at higher rolls, and just some other problems, some like little minor nitpicks that weren't as big as the stuff that they addressed in those first couple of patches. But again, that would just be nitpicking on my part to get too deep into that. I played it again after it came to Steam. I actually bought, surprisingly, I bought it for my PS5. And then I was liking it so much before those first couple of patches. I was like, man, I think I'm just going to give him some more money and buy it on PC. And then I can have my character, like when I'm on the PC, if I just want to fire it up for a few hours or something, I can play on my PC too. And I don't need to always be on the PlayStation to play it. And then those patches came out and totally turned me off. And again, I just haven't been back. Diablo 4 is a good game with balancing issues. Diablo is as a series is awesome. I think for the most part, Diablo is a quality series, but that's quality is also a subjective thing. It is my opinion. I think Diablo's quality, me personally. What's a comfort game for me? Like, what do you mean? Like, define comfort. Because as I've talked about before in some other recent streams, you could say Alien Isolation could possibly be like a comfort game for me. Mario Brothers 3, there for a while, Uncharted 3, or just some of the Uncharted games in general. The Last of Us Part 1, actually, surprisingly. Link to the Past, even though I haven't emulated that for some time. There's a good chunk of games. There really is, yeah. Fallout New Vegas, I guess you could say, is like a comfort game. Icy's comfort game is definitely high up on the list. Alien Isolation, for sure. Yeah, think too much and doesn't stress me out. Yeah, Alien Isolation is one of those games. The Uncharted stuff, Mario Brothers 3, Doom. There's a good handful of games. I'd really have to think about that one. That's a good question. No one's ever asked me that before. Comfort games. I like that. I have cross saves for stuff just like that, and yeah. I meant to stream yesterday or even the day before, but I've been so worn out, tired from work. Tomorrow, I know we're still very early in the stream. Tomorrow there probably will be a stream. There's like a 50-50 chance. It just kind of depends.
Hey,
It's going to be a
help me up here.
very, very long day of work. We're looking at minimum, I'd say, 16 to 18 hours. Give or take.
I'll keep an eye out.
Man, Hellblade 2 looks outstanding. I'm going to need an Xbox soon.
Sounds good.
You know what? I've only seen like little bits and pieces of that. I haven't actually seen the new Hellblade 2 stuff. I know it looks amazing. Like visually it looks amazing, but I remember the gameplay in the first one kind of turning me off. I was not very impressed. I thought for the visuals, the gameplay mechanics themselves not only needed to be better and just more polished, but I felt like the damage being done and what I was doing and the enemy types was not fun. What's going on, Silver?
I'm good.
You should make your top 100 or top 50 games list. God, man, I should. That's a lot of work. Oh man, that is a lot of work. I'm gonna have to emulate some of those. We're gonna have to put, you know, a minimum 2 to 3 hours into every one of those so I can get like a decent amount of footage. It's it's asking a lot. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm saying holy crap, it's asking a lot. There's Amazon emailing me telling me that my 4K disc of Face Off that was supposed to reach me today, there's a shipping delay. But I already kind of knew that was going to happen because people on forums are expecting their copies as well, and Amazon has yet to ship them. So that's a Kino Lorber issue and not an Amazon issue. Not that you guys even know what the hell I'm talking about, but the company that did the actual disc and the 4K mastering and all that, I don't know what happened, but they obviously had some shipping issues. Bring back your review series. There is going to be a review soon. There is going to be a review soon. I already have I've had the footage for weeks. I actually had to go back and kind of run through it again real quick just so I could refresh the memory.
Okay. Wonder when this was written.
Who cares? Maybe just do it. Yeah, like a top 20 would be a little bit more doable. I can eat a peach for hours. That's a good line in the movie. I could eat a peach for hours. Peach, peach. I can eat a peach for hours. No pressure, though. You gotta splice in footage to make quality video. I understand. Yeah, like, making videos, it sounds like weak sauce to say, but making videos sometimes is hard. Especially the stuff I do. Like, I try not to make a lot of bullshit content. I'll just, like, fire up the microphone or the camera or whatever people do. It's no disrespect. And just start, you know, shooting off at the mouth about, like, gaming news. I can do that stuff, too. And I have done that. And I will probably still do stuff like that in the future, here and there. But, like, the stuff I do, like, it takes time, you know? But you guys definitely deserve more reviews. I think I did this wrong. No, I didn't. I'm good.
Oh, shit.
Eric says, you've been gone for a long time. Nah, I've been here. I've been streaming here recently. And there was a video not too long ago. I liked when he said stay away from downtown. It's going to be a little smoggy. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think I know the line. Have respect for our boy Pyro, content every day. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're putting out content every day, regardless of what it is or how long it took you or whatever, hats off, man. Hats off.
Gotta figure out this one now.
Making a video or putting out a stream every day before work is no longer a priority for me. Because I'll tell you what happens, at least for me, I can't speak for everyone. When you do that, when you feel compelled to put out a video or even a stream every day. Wait, what are we supposed to be doing? Shit, I forgot. Oh, I think I got to switch this back over to the other side. It's stressful to be like, man, I feel like I've got to make a video for these people. You know what I mean? Like, I've got to at least put out a stream for 2 or 3 hours before I go to work. It's stressful. I don't like having that kind of stress. Like, when I do a video or when I do a stream, it should be because I really want to. It shouldn't be like a stressful thing where I feel like I have to. Like I'm compelled, I'm obligated in some way. Once you start feeling like that, you should probably take a break or maybe just not do it ever again altogether because you're doing that to yourself. Daily content is a grind. I'm not hating on anyone that can do it and do it mostly stress-free. If you can, that's great. But I cannot. What gate are we at? Shit. The main gate, right? 0512. Remember, you're finding your channel back in 2010, I believe? Holy crap, that was a long time ago.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys that have been here that long, man. Holy shit.
Well done. Shit.
Killing Floor 3,
Hey, come on. Let's get out.
the
of here.
dick ride
That
will be
crash was
real.
loud.
Killing Floor 3, that's going to be the game. I hope so, anyway. I hope I'm right about that.
Now what?
Eric speaking facts, too tired to exist sometimes. I can't imagine being 70.
WLF safe house at some place called Saravina.
I don't want to get much older than 70, man, if I'm being
So we
honest.
find it?
Hopefully we find
Like
out
I
first
don't want someone wiping my ass for me. I don't
Go from there.
Let's do it.
I don't want to feel like, you know, wasting my day with naps and, you know, just old people stuff. Like if I'm feeling like I can't really live anymore, if I'm feeling like,
Saravina Hotel.
you know, nothing really excites me anymore, then, you know, I probably wouldn't want to live, but maybe another, you know, 4 or 5 years or something. I don't know.
Direct gate?
Very creative. Gets right to the point. Let's get closer and scope it out.
Icy, did you like Callisto Protocol? Did you love it like Rev? I actually did like it quite a bit. I regret not putting more time into it because I bought it the day it came out.
Do you know the code?
But I
Has
think
a bunch of them.
I was just like so
We need to get power to the gate first.
hyped for like Dead Space that was coming out soon after that I put it down quickly, and I think I was already also playing something else as it was. So buying it day one was kind of a bad decision. I'm eating McDonald's and do coke to make sure I only have to live to 62 if I'm lucky. Sounds like a wonderful plan. Do coke,
Here we go.
eat McDonald's. We need some gasoline.
It's out of gas.
You avoid all that by eating right and exercising now.
Oh shit. The note.
Yeah, I think
Not
eventually
mention that there's
though,
Gas in the
and there's been some lucky ones for sure that
Alright.
have been able
Let's go out
to
the dome.
sustain it for a long period of time. Like there's guys out there running marathons at like 80, 90 years old. Sure, they're not as, you know, great or as fast as they used to be, but they're still doing it and they feel great doing it.
So
And it sounds nice, you know, on paper, but I just don't know if I want to live that long, regardless of the shape that I'm in at that time.
Sure. We're here.
nice. We'll mark it up as we
Maybe I'm crazy though, you know, like maybe I reach 60 or 70 years old and I'm like, man, maybe I would like to see, you know, 95 or 100, you know, I don't know. Maybe people are allowed to change their minds. I know that's like a foreign concept to some people. Like, you're not allowed to change your mind. Remember when you said this like 15 years ago? Or remember when you look like this in high school at this time? You know, like you can't just like stay you.
What the hell
or the way that you are now. Like you have to be that person that you were,
Why would they do that?
you know, whenever someone's trying to fit you into some narrative that they're trying to spin or what have you. That's a whole other conversation. We're talking about age.
Well,
Grimpachi says Taco Bell is a delicious laxative for sure. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's
believe me,
it's a wonderful thing,
you're
that
lucky you
Taco
don't
Bell.
like QZ.
I'm starting to get that impression.
Rev will want to kiss you for supporting it day one.
Probably just become
Well, I don't
one
think
more
you'd want to
asshole
kiss
soldier.
me.
No
I
way.
I won't say
I
what
can't
Rev
stand
would
taking orders
find
from anybody.
kissing another man, because I already know what his
I gotta
thoughts would
say,
be on that
I was expecting
if
to
he and
see
I
how
were
QZ
talking
would be
privately.
a lot more occupied.
Yeah.
I won't
Look at
say
that
what I
guy
believe his
staring
thoughts
at
would
you.
be,
Hey,
because everyone already knows anyway.
Should we check for supplies?
This is also one of my favorite points in the game. Riding around on your horse and doing absolutely
picture this
nothing.
place when
I'm just
everything was
kidding.
intact. You could just goof off, play some instruments.
I bet we could scrounge enough stuff.
Taco Bell is a 1.5 out
You
of
don't have to
5.
play anything.
I mean, I could.
Taco Bell is definitely a 1.5 out of 5, and I think even that's maybe being a little bit nice. We want to turn our infinite ammo back on, because shit, I've earned it, baby. I've earned it. I do have the platinum for this game. It was not a hard platinum. It wasn't the most easy platinum ever, but it definitely wasn't hard.
Yo.
Man, I plan to be 80 with a 24-year-old girlfriend. That sounds like a hell of a deal. It sounds nice.
Wow, that was
Like if you can still look,
an interesting
you know,
feat.
like maybe in your
Excuse me.
late
Natural.
40s, early 50s by that time, and,
Whatever.
you know,
We're starting
have that
again.
24-year-old girlfriend. That sounds like a hell of a deal. Does your wife know you want to be 80 with a 24-year-old girlfriend? Because the chances are, right, just statistically, they tend to live a little bit longer than us,
I'm
and
already doing.
you'll probably go before her. I mean, I'm just saying, Kev. I'm just saying. People want to put you in a box. People are idiots for that. As we gain experience, we change because we learn new things. That's big facts. Ironically, this is about where I quit Last of Us 2. Really? Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts. Like, the whole take on me, Ellie version. I look it up on YouTube sometimes just because I enjoy it. I showed this part to a girl I was seeing some years back, and she was kind of blown away, you know, because, well, first of all, her last experience with a video game was like, you know, like the PS1, or like she had a Switch and she played some games on that, but she didn't know that games had like advanced in this way, that a game could look like this and have like this level of voice acting, and that they were, you know, just having moments like this. I'm like, oh yeah, games are very cinematic now. And she was really blown away. Like the look on her face when it was over, and just while we were watching it, it was crazy. Playing some Ghost right now, solid 7. Ghost of Tsushima, that's what you're talking about? I have Ghost of Tsushima too. I still haven't played that.
What was that?
Nothing.
I haven't played Last of Us 2 yet. I got the game though. You should play it, man. You should play it, Fusion, and come back and tell me what you think. I know Grimpachi says for him it's like a solid 6, if I'm not mistaken. But a solid one. You know, if it's solid, it's a pretty good sign.
Talking away. I don't know what I
Ghost of Tsushima, it's a Ubisoft game. I've heard it's a little bit better than a Ubisoft game, but I guess everyone has their opinions. I bet I will update you. Came to drop a like, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Everyone, drop likes. Share the video. Drop likes. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. Oh yeah, both of Last of Us 1 and 2, solid 6. On me. I should have really learned how to play guitar or something. Chicks are really into that. That's definitely a chick magnet, as they say. Hats off to any of you guys that can play a guitar or some other instrument really well. But especially a guitar. Chicks are really into that. Drums. Like if you can do drums really well.
Alright. We should keep moving. Yeah.
It's sad when you think about it because Ellie lost Joel because she was rubbing tacos and getting high. It's easy for her to, you know, as a fictional character, to maybe want to blame herself for that because of what she was doing at the time. But technically, you know, he had taken such good care of himself before and there were never any problems and he was such a great survivor.
The sick.
Plus there was a blizzard. You know, as far as she knew,
We only listened to it like 100 times together.
he had also, you know, found shelter of some kind, whether it was back in town or what have you, to chill until the storm calmed down. But, I mean, it's easy for her to blame herself.
I don't think there's anything else in here.
That's the game telling you, hey, you've done the really cool part in this area. You can leave now. Like, maybe there's some cool loot in here, but outside of that, it's pretty much garbage. I never saw anyone rubbing tacos. Is that in the remaster? Because I'll pre-order now. I've heard that, I gotta take this car. Are you kidding with this guy? He's gonna have to wait. Hello? I'm streaming. What's up? Yeah, I'll be on in a little while, but like not right this second. Well, I'll be on in a little while. Dude, I just got on. Not gonna hop off to play Call of Duty right now. What's wrong with you? What? Do what? I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. Enough. Alright, I'll be on in a little while. Alright, bye. Unbelievable. The nerve of some people. That's what happens when you got your phone right next to you. That's so unprofessional. It's so bad of me to have my phone ringing in the stream. I am so not on my YouTube streaming game. Must be Alex Jones calling.
Oh yeah. So
Must be Alex
Maybe they're all
Jones.
hiding at the Saravina.
How many WLF you think there are anyway?
If that guy just randomly called me, I really wouldn't know what to say.
If we're lucky, that'll be it.
We'll be fine. We should stay alert.
I recommend you
Stop
play
it while we
this.
can.
I recommended you play this. I'm happy you are. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm playing it. I've been playing it. Well, I guess I played it for like 1 or 2 streams. Alright, so what do we got here? Anything need reloaded? Definitely the shotgun. And probably the revolver. Hats off to streamers. It's not for me. I'll just do videos. I think it's okay to have like a good combination of both. You know what I mean? Like if you're more of a video guy, having a stream up every now and then is fine. If you're more of a streamer, you know, if you're only on Twitch, I guess that's different. But I think if you're streaming on YouTube, it's okay to do a video every now and then and just give your thoughts on
Relax.
whatever the hell it is you want to give your
We've been
thoughts
like
on.
this for years. It's not gonna collapse today. I think.
Time to lick some toads and play some Call of Duty, brother. Yeah, it was getting to be about that time where I would normally play with these people, but they're just gonna have to wait.
Wearing body armor.
I wanted to stream today, you know? Like, I can't always come play Call of Duty at the time everyone expects me to. I wouldn't even play that shit, I'm telling you. Like, I got into Warzone because a real-life buddy that really helped me out in a time of need plays it, and I originally started playing with him on PC, and then I moved over to PlayStation, and now I just play Warzone on the Xbox because that's where he plays at, and it's easier for me that way, and I have a Series X, and now Microsoft owns all that stuff, so eventually there's probably going to be some really cool additions to the Xbox version of the game. You'll be able to play as like Master Chief and, you know, Marcus Phoenix and probably some of these other characters. All right, we're gonna get shit started in here because we don't give a shit. That was a terrible shot. Oh shit, son!
Okay. That's
When
all.
you beat this
Look at the body armor.
a second time, you may evaluate it
Soldiers.
higher than top 30.
Not sure.
Oh man, I've beat this
Where are we?
probably 2 or 3 times, I'd say already, all the way
Looks
through.
like a bank.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
I think I'm just playing on moderate, so I guess that's considered normal or slightly above normal. I'm not sure. I've got to learn how to shorten my reviews. Hey man, listen, there's definitely an audience on YouTube for, you know, 30, 40, 1 to 2 hour long reviews. There's guys out there doing it, and some of those videos have hundreds of thousands or maybe even a couple million views. So I guess it's all about like how engaging that audience finds you for a, you know, really long period of time. You can always go and check what your most replayed stuff is on each video, each review, and see what people were kind of hanging out for and what they weren't hanging out for. I don't like to look at that stuff
Trying to rob the bank.
because I feel like it can give you a wrong idea of
The one with the
how much someone actually enjoyed your video.
Oh,
Like if you just look at like
Love that movie.
these people, this was a 10-minute video, but most people dropped off at like the 6 or 7 minute mark, and most people just watched what you said at the end or something like that. You know, there's just different variables. I just think that gives the wrong idea that people don't really give a shit about your video when they did, and the YouTube analytics, while somewhat telling, don't tell the whole story. All right, so I got to look at these numbers one more time. 602306. 602306. 602306.
Here we go.
Take on me. It's hard to say everything that you want to say. Like, most of my reviews could have been probably 2 to 3 hours long, but I cut a lot out. Like, that I was just like, no one's going to care that I care about this stuff. But you never really know, but you cut it anyway. Just because you don't want that long of a review. But, yeah, there's definitely an audience for really long reviews. I've never played Call of Duty multiplayer except a little Zymo stuff. Never touched the PvP stuff. I only play Warzone. I do not have... Like, I haven't purchased, like, one of the Call of Duty story / multiplayer games since 2019, if I'm not mistaken. No, wait, I did get Cold War. I'm lying to you. I did get Cold War. Because I heard the story and that was pretty good. I really got to start reviewing some of these Call of Duty games, too. Like, those are, probably some of the easiest to review.
The bag's full. Man, you were back in the old
This is
world.
on my list right now, below Days Gone. Oh, just to play it, Kraken, is what you're saying? I'm assuming, really hoping they tweak the single player a little bit, add some more baddies with enemy volume slider, at least for some new difficulties if they do that. I can't see them doing anything like that. I think you're looking at, pretty much what they've already stated we're going to get, kind of a resolution boost, a frame rate boost in some form, slightly better graphics, even though they haven't really stated what that entails just yet. Like, they're like, better graphics that, like, better suit the PS5 standards or something. It's not exactly in those words, but it's like, what does that mean, though? I'll just be happy with the bump and just native resolution. But anything else that we get that doesn't completely screw the game up, I consider a bonus. What I really need to review for you guys, and it's really just a matter of me wanting to play through it all the way again, is God of War Ragnarok. I did really like that game, and I may have talked about it in a more recent stream, that while I liked it, I wasn't that impressed with it as I was 2018. And I've got my reasons for it. That's horse shit. Black Ops 1 still my favorite Call of Duty. Will we feel Abby get thrusted with the DualSense? Could be a feature. Could be a feature. Not necessarily one that I'm interested in, but it could be a feature.
Hey, if you lived in the old world, what would you buy with all that money?
I don't think I'm,
But you can get a farmhouse now.
I always forget that part of the game happens until it happens.
A space shuttle.
Oh, that's right.
I've been watching Palmer Guy's Fallout 3 is garbage and here's why video while I'm on the rowing machine. 90 minutes of valid takes. Like, Fallout 3 was great at the time, right?
That place was crazy.
But
Right.
I think my buddy Spongebelt recently sent me... It was somebody else's take on, what's that guy's name? Nakey Jakey or whatever. He made a video saying that Bethesda's game design was outdated, more than 10 years ago or something to that effect. And I think I said that recently in a stream or on Twitter or something. I said like the exact same thing, which is crazy. Is like, maybe we just need to accept the fact that, like, maybe Bethesda games just were never that good, but because they didn't really have a whole lot of competition
Rational
in some of what they were doing.
In Boston,
That
we'd line
some
up
of what they had seemed really impressive at the time.
I go crazy.
And I know that people love Skyrim, and I've got my likes, mostly likes and dislikes about that game. And Oblivion, I like Oblivion, but I don't know if I played Oblivion now, if I'd be like, dude, this is dog shit. I'm just gonna go fire up The Witcher 3. I don't know, you know, like I probably would feel that way. Like Bethesda has a lot of complex things happening in their game. Like they have a lot of items and things in the environment that you can interact with, and that's really impressive. But like, who the fuck cares? Like, you know, like what can I really do with this that has like an everlasting impact on, you know, other game mechanics and the story itself? I mean, there's just not really a lot there to make some of that stuff matter. I mean, it's cool that you can, you know, as with a lot of games that have cool mechanics, but they just don't really go a whole lot of anywhere.
I hear it.
And on top of that,
Sounds like they're in that.
as charming as it used to be, it's not fucking charming that you have AAA games like Starfield, and I won't name some others that aren't nearly as bad as Bethesda games, but that release in the state that they do. Or just of the... Even, let's say, like, Starfield had, like, 0 bugs, right? All games have bugs and problems. But, like, let's say it releases with 0 bugs on launch day. There's no issues. It's, like, the most perfect game ever from that standpoint. But it's still just... It's still just another Bethesda game with better graphics. Like, it's still just Bethesda. Like, when you play this, there's a very clear difference outside of them both being a third-person game from, like, this game, Uncharted, even, you know, going back to Jak and Daxter or Crash. Like, Naughty Dog's games, while they share similarities, they are very different from each other in so many ways. And that's just one example. Some people may disagree and have their gripes with current Naughty Dog, and I understand some of those gripes as well. But I just think Bethesda, it just sucks to see that they're not trying to move their games and the industry forward in some way. Everybody under them is better. Everybody under their umbrella is better, even before Microsoft bought them. To me, it is just my opinion, but Arcane, id Software, Machine Games, all of those guys are, to me, they're just more talented developers, and I think I would rather play, or at least try, Redfall than play Starfield right this moment. If someone said, I'm putting a gun to your head, you gotta choose one, I would be like, all right, I guess I'll play Redfall for a few hours. I'll buy Starfield when it's like $15, 20 at the most. I mean, I could play it right now, you know, because it's on Game Pass, and I have Game Pass, but I don't care enough. How is he not dead, bro? He's dead now. I don't know what we were doing there. This fucking clicker just jumped over that. I've never seen that. I didn't know they could do all that. Get the fuck out of here. You kidding?
Help me!
I should just let her die. Okay. Those videos are long. Personally, I don't think Bethesda has outdated game design. I really don't know how a game gets outdated. I actually made a video about that.
Yeah. I wonder what it was.
I mean,
Jury. But it was fun.
you don't like to do this,
Good evidence.
but you have to.
Lying.
When you start looking at Bethesda games in comparison
Tell you
to
if they were lying or not.
other open world stuff, they are really behind. They're just behind in general. But even if you start comparing it to other stuff that's like similar to what they do, they are really behind. They're even behind Ubisoft. And that's bad. I don't want to say in a lot of ways. Ubisoft is not the best example, but they're still an example. Fraud Howard is my hero. I never played a Bethesda-made game. I'd choose Redfall 2. Starfield getting plenty of DLC. I have like 130 hours into Starfield, and I still can't say it's a good game. Like, oh my god, that's so crazy that you say that. It's like Fallout 4 to me. You know, looking back on it now, I didn't have a whole lot of nice things to say about it. And I think in the end, in my review, I ended up giving it like a 7 or an 8. But if I played it now, it would either stay somewhat the same and possibly even get a less of a score. But I did put a lot of time into it. I think I have like 300 hours, maybe 400 hours into that. Now, probably half of those are for streaming purposes. I did get it on launch. And that was a good time. But, yeah, Fallout 4, geez. I'd rather play Fallout 4 right now than play Starfield, I think, you know? Not even kidding. I won't. It'd be like a good, you know, just remembering Fallout 4, you know, type of video or something. I could always do that. That'd probably rake in the views a little bit. It has potential, you know, a video like that, and just kind of go over some of the things I still like, or some of the things I once liked but now don't, or whatever. But yeah, I think I'd rather play Fallout 4 than play Starfield.
You ever been to a courthouse before?
Nope.
You're telling me you never got in trouble back in Boston?
Oh, I got it.
If I like it, I don't see it as outdated. Like Tears of the Kingdom is just a Ubisoft game fundamentally. It's just that, but a basic version. Fallout 4 is a way better game, and it's not that good, really. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Fallout 4 is just... When we start making comparisons to, like, Oblivion or Fallout 3, which is obviously the better choice to compare to, Fallout 4 just isn't that good. But you know what? Fallout 4 should have been and could have been the best Bethesda game ever. I don't know what it is for you guys. Everyone has their own reasons why. Maybe some of you love Fallout 4. But the biggest thing that hurt Fallout 4 for me was the lack of true RPG greatness and mechanics. It just lacks what makes stuff a little more recent, like Witcher 3 or Baldur's Gate or, you know, Pillars of Eternity, so on and so forth. What makes some of those games great is exactly what Fallout 4 is missing. And even Fallout 3 to some level. What Obsidian did with New Vegas in 18 months is incredible. Yes, that game has problems. From a polish standpoint, from a visuals that don't hold up standpoint, it's got its problems. But it does all the things that I wanted from Fallout 4, it does all of those things better. And in the end, that's what mattered to me most. Yes, I wanted better graphics from Fallout 4. I wanted a more polished game. And we got those things. But it just did most of the other things I wanted wrong. I think we're supposed to go down the elevator, if I'm not mistaken.
Careful.
Fallout 4 is fun to just shoot, loot, build, and save a settlement. Another settlement is probably calling for your help right now. If I had to wager. Haven't played Starfield, but if it's like other Bethesda games, I'm sure I'll like it. I'm sure I would like some things about it, you know. I don't think there's any game that I would play where I couldn't find some good qualities that define it and make it at least a decent experience.
To your right! Brother!
Well, then shoot him. Why do I have to do everything?
Over here!
I got Outer Worlds over Fallout 4, and I can understand that.
That's all of them.
I still need to give Outer Worlds one more try.
Get out of the garage.
Fallout 4 was Chef Boyardee versus Olive Garden's Fallout 3. Yeah, I mean, that works for me. I would agree with that for the most part.
Here's our gas.
Chef Boyardee.
Come on.
True Italian cuisine. 5-star restaurant quality, that is. I'll tell you that shit right now.
That giant tank?
Yeah. Just tapped out. Well,
Your mom's tapped out.
Now, how do we get out of here?
oh.
Bethesda's just got to do better. Like, people expect more. You know what I mean? People want more out of their video games. When you release, like, as a $20 or $30 game, Starfield's probably great
Dina.
in some ways. It's still not great for what it needs to be great for, but that's for a different conversation. I haven't played it, so for those that maybe have, are the RPG elements in the game, are they at least better than Fallout 4?
Let go. Good job, babe.
It's the meal of champions, not people with high blood pressure.
Okay. Cross the courthouse off the list.
Let's go find the dome.
Fucking Chef Boyardee. I can't tell you the last time I had some
Before we press on.
Chef Boyardee. I don't need supplies, Dina.
It's peaceful out here.
I got all the supplies I need,
Weird being
baby.
a QZ and not hearing trucks. Or gunfire and explosions.
My sister always avoided.
Got infinite supplies. Can I make them when I'm on this horse? That's stupid.
She just got more and more paranoid.
Midfield.
She'd sometimes wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
That's rough.
We always had a backpack.
Eh, maybe I'll try it at some point, and we'll give her a nice review.
Never stayed in one place for more than a few
Or
weeks.
the best review that I can. So I don't know why. Check this out. So the fire is like a yellowish orange, as you see in most games, or even real life to some extent. But in my Last of Us Part 1 remake, and I don't remember it being that way the very first time I played it, my fire on Molotovs is blue. So I was like, something's fucked up here. And I can't figure out what it is because I don't remember it being that way.
Yeah.
So I fired up The Last of Us 1 Remastered for the PS4. And the fire in that is like the yellowish, more orangey color. And I'm like, why the fuck is the fire on this Molotov
I saw that.
blue? Because if I'm not mistaken, when you throw it and it, you know, kind of spreads out, it's like a yellowish orange. But like the wick itself, the cloth, is blue. It's strange. It's really strange. I could actually show you guys here in a bit or something. So who's ready for Yakuza 8? Dude,
What? How can you
I'm a total Yakuza fraud. I really need to get into those games.
boy?
I actually played,
That was a good one.
I want to say 2 to 3 hours or something of Yakuza 0, and I was getting into it. And then, like a lot of other games, I just started playing other stuff. Are you interested in the remaster and the new roguelike mode, No Return? Somewhat interested in the No Return mode. But I am interested in the remaster overall. Be a nice little birthday gift to myself. It comes out 4 days before my birthday. That's a JRPG now. What are we talking? Oh, you're talking about Yakuza. Right. Well, I did see for the last game or two, they changed the way that you play the game during battles. And I actually liked that change. Not that there was anything wrong with what they were doing before, but some people may say differently. I'm not a it's not my place to say whether that's the right change or the wrong change. But it seemed to work.
Gotta get that.
And
gas.
even for some big Yakuza fans, didn't we get the gas?
Gotta get that gas.
What do you mean? Didn't we get the fucking gas, bro? Dude, did I not fill it up? It's empty in the garage. Damn, man, it's in that, I think it's in that building there that I'm looking at. That building. You gotta go around back. Holy shit, what a waste of time. Yeah, I kind of just want the physical. I'll probably still do the $10 upgrade so I can... Now, wait a minute. So do you know, because I couldn't get a definitive answer on this before, I have the physical version of this game. So can I still do the $10 upgrade? Or is it only for people that have the digital? Because it seemed like they were on some fuckery with that. Like, if you had the physical, you couldn't do the $10 upgrade. But I don't know if that was officially said. It just seemed like that was the case.
There we go.
Fedra secured the shit out of this place.
Boston always had food shortages. Hungry people get desperate.
Yes, you can. Okay, cool. Okay, wait then. Hold on. Help me out. Since you can pre-order the game right now... Let's, let me just see. Nah, I seen this available for pre-order. Hold on. Let me click on this and see what I can get here. Full game. Still says $50 for me, guys. Like, maybe it's like something that takes effect after the game comes out, but I clearly have my Last of Us 2 disc in. I own the game. So I'm seeing $50 here. Maybe it's like a you gotta wait until launch or something. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta wait. That's what I was thinking.
Can you get through?
All right, I got you.
Yeah. That's fine, no problems. I was just curious. That was almost pretty bad. Brains all over the truck. Get fucked. Let's go.
Nice and quiet.
I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about here in a second. Oh, shit. I forgot about this. There you go. Oh, shit, son. Shoot the fucking gun. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. It's taking forever to reload that fucking gun. I just got No Man's... Hey, I was fucking around in No Man's Sky a couple of times this year. I believe I have it on GOG. And that seems like a total no-lifer game where if I really dug deep and into understanding how the game plays a little bit more, like I could totally like lose myself in that game. That's a great game now. That is a really awesome game. Can't even lie to you. I liked the added crawl and prone animation. Alright, so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to kind of attempt almost the same thing. Let's go.
I think that's all of them.
Yeah, I want to review it, but
If there were still
I
people
might just
around,
do a series of
check
videos.
this place out.
Maybe they didn't make
First
it.
one doesn't really need it because of the cover design. Yeah, sure.
Let's find that gas.
I understand that. We get the gas. And then we'll let it save. Actually, I could probably just save it here and it would be fine. Sure. Okay, autosave. Show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's back it up. Okay. I hope I didn't screw the stream up just now. Let me show you guys this real quick. That's great. Game of the year for me is Dead Island 2. It's insane how well made it is. It is really well made. I'll give you that. Pretty well made. I don't know if I currently have a game of the year. I guess if I had to pick one. Well, I mean, I guess I do. What am I saying? Yeah, if I had to pick one, it would probably be Dead Space or Resident Evil 4. Not really sure why this is taking so long. I swear if this thing makes a liar out of me, I'm going to lose my mind. But the fire is definitely blue. The goddamn pen is blue. I would try Dead Island 2, but I'm not ready to buy it till it's cheaper, sadly. I feel you. Okay, so we're about to pick it up. I'll show you guys this crazy shit.
Firefly.
Fire, blue. And just believe me when I tell you,
It's gonna be fine.
if I was playing the remaster for PS4, it would be normal and not blue. So I don't know what changed, but I'm also telling you that I don't really feel like it was like this at launch. I could swear the fire was not blue. And let me actually throw one just to see. Yeah, when you throw it, everything's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really strange. Dead Island's good. Dead Island is good. Makes you wonder, though, the game probably didn't sell all that well.
Over there, Sam.
It makes you wonder if
God, we're almost out.
there's going to be a Dead Island 3.
You take point, I'll watch the rear.
Nah,
No
bro.
matter what, you stay.
Nah, Grimpachi.
You stay sharp.
I got it.
It's not, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to have to fire it up now. I'm not willing to bet money on it, but I feel pretty confident.
Fucking scary.
One of the things that hurt it at least a little bit is the fact that it was Epic Store exclusive. But even without that, even if the game wasn't on PC at all, I just don't think it sold enough on console to really justify another one. I hope I'm wrong, though. I hope they make another one because they have like a really good... Like what they have right now should have been the foundation from the beginning, but obviously just technology and everything. Dying Light 2 or Dead Island 2? Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, shit! Get fucked. I can't explain it, man. Like there's just such a difference playing this on my big screen. Oh man, there's such a difference. I heard from even Dying Light fans that Dying Light 2 wasn't it. Yeah, it seems like they stumbled a bit with Dying Light 2. Who can really get into all the reasons why? I mean, I like the first game a lot, but I'm not like I don't feel like I'm diehard enough to really get into all the reasons why. All right, now that that's taken care of. We need to craft some more shivs. Oh, we're good. We're good. Never mind. What am I doing? What am I doing? We're good. We're good.
Hey. Come on.
Dying Light 2 or Dead Island? Dying Light 2 is always on sale. I've seen that as low as like $17 now. Maybe even a little bit lower.
Everyone okay?
Yes. Let's move.
I need Far Cry 6 for PS5.
You guys are pretty good at this stuff.
It's called luck. And it is gonna run out.
I don't know if I'll ever really get enough interest to play Far Cry 6. I really liked Far Cry 5, though. I liked playing it. I did my review. I liked streaming it.
Capitol building's in this direction.
I just haven't got around to 6 yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anything's possible. Eat shit.
All right.
Those look more like the ones that bit me. They still have their faces. They're recently infected. Those soldiers must have just turned.
Which means there's more in the area. We gotta go.
Most likely.
Here we go.
So let's get to pushing this ever so conveniently placed item over up against this truck or wall, or I guess it's serving as a little bit of both. Can you get the fuck out of the way? Thanks. Appreciate it. Still some PS5 exclusives I'm missing. Don't have Returnal. I do have Returnal. I bought it for like $8 brand new this year at some point, and I don't remember when that was. But like someone, it just seemed like they were trying to get rid of them. Bought that shit for $8. I was like, can't pass that up. I don't know when I'll play it, but it's $8. Even on a sale, the PC version is still a good 25 to 30.
Oh, over here.
I don't know what it is on CD keys or anything, but
Cut through here.
on just your, official Steam store, I haven't seen it for less than, I think it's like $30-40. I'm not sure.
I don't hear anything.
Okay, double time.
I know.
Okay, that's good, go.
Damn, son.
You got something on your shoe. Gross.
Okay. How do we get out of this?
Do you have Ratchet and Clank? Do you have the Horizon games? Spider-Man 2?
So Marlene thinks you're immune? Well, that's what she believes.
You just got your PS5, right? So I mean, you got some
Must have been somewhere you shouldn't.
you got some catching up to do on some of those. Shit, I've had mine, and I've got some catching up to do.
I was in this military boarding school. You'd sneak out? You know, explore the city. I was in the mall when I ran into infected.
That place is completely off limits. How the hell did you get in there?
I had my ways. Anyways, one of those, what you guys call runners, bit me, and that was that.
I see.
Were you with
Tess
me?
doesn't even care. She's like,
No,
I see.
I went to her afterwards.
Hot take. Dead Island 2 might be the best zombie game I ever played.
Hope she's all right.
I told you.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's like a hot take. There aren't, let's be honest, there's not like a ton of good and certainly not a ton of great zombie games. There's only a handful that are like truly worth playing, in my opinion.
Sorry.
Stay close to me.
So it's not hard to understand why someone might feel that way, especially with something like Dead Island 2. It is really well made. To go through the development hell that game went through for it to come out as great as it did, that's saying a lot. Was that game acknowledged at the Game Awards? Probably not, huh? Yeah, like the Resident Evil stuff, you know, a good chunk of that's really good. I really feel like Capcom's gonna remake the first game again.
I'll make my way around.
Are they gonna call it the remake of the remake? Last of Us is kind of a zombies game, I guess, yeah. Kind of. Really need my rifle in this situation. Are you kidding me? Dead Rising 1 should be remade. That could be cool. That could be cool. With as crazy as like the last couple of games got, I would like to see. I guess I would like to see that remade. I actually enjoyed my little bit of time with Dead Rising 3. I never really got into those games, but I did enjoy my time with that one. Dead Island 2 was nominated for Best Action Game. Nice. Okay, cool. I really thought that they would just snub a game like that altogether. Like, yeah, this game's irrelevant. I don't care about Dead Island 2. Talking to you.
I'm fine. Guys, get in here! The girl.
Forspoken was snubbed. I know you felt that way. We talked about that a little bit. Gave him that throat action. That didn't sound right. Chew on that.
That was too damn close.
Forspoken was snubbed. Maybe I'll check that game out when it's like $5-10. Well, I don't want to say check it out. Maybe I'll buy it when it's like $5-10. Probably wouldn't play it right away. Just give me that good deal. Maybe this conveniently placed board? Oh, man. Who would have thought?
Now watch your step as you're going out, because it's going to be a little...
Attitude. Was that called for? Mortal Kombat.
Is that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out. But man, can't deny that view.
Come on, this way. Hey, let's pick it up. We're almost done. Stay focused.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes'm.
It's right around this corner. Come on.
Man, we were on that ladder so long, the lighting changed the whole time of day. Oh man, I could put bullet holes in the bags. I'm immersed. Okay. So, I think with that, we'll call it a stream. We'll come back and play some more of this, some more Last of Us 2, some Red Dead, and who knows, Alien Isolation. We'll go back to that at some point too. Tomorrow, like I said, possibly a stream. It just kind of depends on how worn out I am. Work's been kind of crazy with Christmas and some other things going on. So if it happens tomorrow, great. If not, definitely I feel like there's like a good 70 to 80% chance it happens on Thursday. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone that's still here or maybe just hopping in. I apologize. And we will do it again soon, man. You guys take care. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.